watching, trying to think, well, what's going to be my question? But then you kept asking questions in the movie. It's like you have your own Q&A in the movie, and now apparently we're still in the movie. You know, it's like anybody who ever makes a documentary has to wrestle with this. Okay, he's still directing. Has to deal with this ethical question of, you know, what is the representation of the people in this movie going to mean to them? And you know, anytime you edit a documentary, you have to worry about what's and this is that question on so many steroids. And I guess I'm sure a lot of people here are curious about, even though you talk about it in the film, I feel like there's still more to talk about. And is this, has the film screened before, or is this is it? Okay, so everything leads to this moment, and for our enjoyment, you have made this decision to expose these people to this kind of phantom menace, if you will. What goes through your head? What goes through your head watching it and thinking about that?
Well, the whole time it just was this weird, like, does not compute thing where, like, they weren't doing anything wrong, you know, they weren't saying anything critical of anybody, and we kept being told that they were endangered. It just didn't make any sense to us. But they seemed convinced of it, so who knows? So we spent, you know, a long time trying to get that release form thing. Basically, the release form says that the government guarantees in a legal contract that nobody will be harmed. Also, most of the people in the film signed the boycott. They all quit, you know, left or fired, whatever. So most of these people didn't live in Sharjah to begin with, and they all are no longer with the foundation, so they're all in other places, with, you know, a few exceptions. So the question really was, do you bury the movie because something could happen to them, or do you try to just protect them and publicize it, and maybe the publicity would protect them more than silence? And you know, there's an open question around it, obviously, but you know, my lawyer says, you know, they can't break their word. It's a legal contract. So I know it's very complex.